12 homeowners are out without a home, and nobody says anything.
A year and a half. That is how long people who lived at one condo complex in Greensboro have been without a roof over their head. The Somerset Village condominiums caught fire in March of 2023.
Yeah, this is the complex off Lawndale Drive, just north of the urban loop. We learned from condo owners today contractors have secured permits to start construction at the site, but there's no timeline just yet. And people who live there and their loved ones say the wait and cost of waiting are both getting out of hand.
Fox 8's Madison Forsey explains.
Todd and Kim Trafari remember this day well.
And I got a call.
Thomas called me.
Neither one was in Greensboro, but they saw pictures and videos of flames shooting out of building 5004 at the Somerset Village condominiums where their son Thomas lived.
He was devastated. Absolutely devastated.
Fox 8 talked to Thomas the night that it happened.
I thought, thank God I wasn't in there, sleeping, taking a nap or something.
That's his apartment right there, second floor on the end, before it was demolished. But now he has trouble talking about losing everything inside his first home, collectibles, furniture, and clothes.
One of the reasons why he didn't want to speak today is because you just got to rehash it. And he rehashes it every day. There's still trauma. Even in the best circumstances, there's still trauma. And I mean, I could tell you, we won't light the fire pit outside. I can't be near it. He can't be near it.
They knew the process of healing and rebuilding would be long, but not this long.
The very first meeting we had, the construction folks were, they said it's going to take about 18 months from beginning to end. So don't think you're going to get into this place any quicker. We want to be realists here. Mm-hmm. Well, it's now 18 months,
a year and a half,
and we're nowhere close.
There's a concrete slab where the building used to stand. Beyond what the Trafari says feels like finger pointing between contractors, the city of Greensboro, HOA, and the insurance company for the complex, their son is still paying a lot of money not to live there in mortgage payments and HOA fees.
In the beginning, we did at the first meeting with the lawyers, we asked about that, and they said they'll look into possibly giving the 12 units a break. Never came to fruition, as you already know, but they never told us they weren't going to.
He and the other condo owners have paid more than $4,000 in HOA fees since the fire.
It's crazy. He doesn't want to pay this. What? I'm paying for nothing. Paying for a slab, right?
According to attorneys for the Homeowners Association, there is no language in the governing documents saying owners are exempt from paying dues even if they don't use common elements or their units.
Just not happy that he's paying a mortgage. He's paying the association that he has no use of.
An attorney for the HOA also shared the board of directors is fully aware of the difficulty this creates and genuinely sympathizes with those owners affected. And after 18 months of waiting, the Trafaris say their son is having second thoughts about moving back in.
Because he's scared. He's worried. Now, I told him it's brand new construction, it'd be great. Shouldn't have a problem. And I think he'll move in, but he was really debating not staying.
Their message at this point, simple and direct.
Do the right thing.
Madison Forsey.
Get it done.
Fox 8 News.
One thing Thomas did that helped his personal insurance claim was take video of things in his apartment so he would have proof of what he owned. The Trafari say they would like to see a better coordinated response from the city or other groups, especially for people who did not have a place to go and are struggling to pay those bills.